Hello, fellow explorers of peace and purpose in life. Have you ever suspected that behind charming smiles and honeyed words, there might lurk a cunning and malevolent heart? Are there telltale signs that can unmask these wolves in sheep's clothing among us? Today, I invite you to delve into the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, a lens through which reason and awareness reveal the unseen depths of the human spirit. Together, we'll uncover 5 key traits that often mark those with hidden ill intentions, empowering you to safeguard yourself and your loved ones from harm. This journey isn't just about uncovering truths, it's a chance to deepen your understanding of human nature, sharpen your perception, and cultivate a life filled with peace and meaning. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join us as we continue to explore fascinating and valuable insights together. Let's unlock the doors of our minds, embrace life-changing knowledge, and let the light of truth shine brightly in every corner of our existence. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, spread the word, and help us build a vibrant community where everyone can thrive in freedom and joy. Number 1. The perfect disguise. In the complex tapestry of human nature, there are individuals who excel at one unsettling skill, crafting the perfect disguise. These people wear masks so radiant and captivating that resisting their charm feels almost impossible. They exude warmth, kindness, and charisma, making you feel valued and special. Yet, beneath that polished exterior lies a manipulative soul, driven by deceit and selfish motives. Let's navigate the intricate world of these wolves in sheep's clothing together so you can identify and shield yourself from unnecessary harm. First impressions often shape our perceptions of others, and those who master the art of the perfect mask know how to exploit this to their advantage. They dedicate significant effort to creating an impeccable public image. Whether through immaculate appearances, radiant smiles, or smooth-talking flattery, they know precisely how to win hearts and gain trust. Picture meeting a confident, successful woman who seems to understand you like no one else. She listens attentively, makes you feel like the most important person in her world, and impresses you with her intelligence and wit. You might believe you've discovered the ideal companion. But this charm is often a well-rehearsed act. Once their hidden agenda is fulfilled, their true nature emerges. Self-centered, unkind, or even abusive. By then, confusion and heartache may have already taken hold. Deception is the cornerstone of their craft. Lies allow these individuals to project an idealized version of themselves while concealing their flaws and hidden motives. They fabricate everything from their past and achievements to their emotions and relationships. For instance, a woman might weave stories of a difficult upbringing, professional triumphs, or a serene family life, all while assuring you that you are her one true love. But in reality, these tales are calculated fabrications designed to manipulate your emotions. She may be far from the ambitious, compassionate person she pretends to be, and may even be hiding another relationship or ulterior motives. These lies aren't limited to words. Their actions often reinforce the facade. Lavish gifts, extravagant dinners, or thoughtful gestures might seem like tokens of affection, but are merely tools of control and manipulation. Compassion is the foundation of genuine connections, the glue that fosters trust and understanding in relationships. It enables us to share in others' joys and sorrows, creating meaningful bonds. Compassionate individuals are cherished for their empathy and willingness to help. In families, compassion fosters warmth and harmony. In friendships, it deepens trust and solidarity. At work, it builds supportive and collaborative environments. Unfortunately, not everyone you meet will possess this invaluable quality. Some, despite their polished exteriors, lack empathy entirely. They may appear kind and supportive, but their concern for others is superficial, driven only by self-interest. For example, a friend who comforts and encourages you in tough times might turn envious and critical when you achieve success. They may gossip about you, undermine your accomplishments, or attempt to sabotage your progress. A lack of compassion leaves scars on both sides. Those without it often face isolation and emptiness, devoid of genuine connections. Meanwhile, their victims experience feelings of betrayal, mistrust, and emotional harm, making it harder to open up to others. Have you ever encountered someone like this? Comment one below if you have, so we can share our experiences and know that we're not alone in unmasking these multifaceted personalities. Number 2, the envious souls. On the path of life, we inevitably cross paths with those whose hearts simmer with envy. These are the individuals who, when confronted with our successes, may adorn their faces with polite smiles and shower us with flowery congratulations. Yet, if we look closely, we can glimpse the faint flicker of insecurity and jealousy in their eyes. Our achievements act as mirrors, reflecting back to them their unfulfilled aspirations and unmet goals. This reflection stirs an internal storm, unsettling their peace. They dread witnessing our ascent, fearing they will be left in the shadow of failure, eclipsed by our progress. This envy often hides behind a mask of insincere compliments and feigned support. However, with mindfulness and sharp observation, we can sense the insecurity and unease that lie beneath the surface. When this inner turmoil brews, it can manifest in subtle or overt ways, undermining remarks, gossip, or even attempts to impede our progress. Their goal is not just to see us falter, but to reaffirm their own worth by dimming our light. Stoic philosophy teaches us to see envy for what it truly is, a natural human reaction when faced with unattained aspirations. It's an instinctive defense mechanism, a way to shield the fragile ego. Yet, when left unchecked, envy becomes a consuming fire, robbing them of joy and pushing them further from genuine happiness. When we allow envy to dominate, we become consumed by comparisons and lose the ability to savor life's blessings. But we can choose another path. Instead of being swept away by envy, we can meet it with calm understanding and empathy. We can recognize that envy often springs from fear and insecurity, a manifestation of someone's inner struggles. By focusing on our own growth and self-improvement, we can rise above these storms. A meaningful life, filled with purpose and pride in our journey, becomes a testament to our resilience. In doing so, our successes not only bring us joy, but can serve as a beacon of inspiration for others. Perhaps our light can even help dissipate the shadows of envy, replacing them with hope and positivity. When we share love and encouragement, we plant seeds of goodwill that ripple outward. Happiness, after all, is not found in comparisons, but in gratitude for what we have and the ability to embrace life's moments fully. When we live with purpose, the envy of others becomes a fleeting gust of wind, incapable of shaking our foundation of peace and joy. Take, for instance, the story of Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, two luminaries of invention. Edison's triumph with the incandescent light bulb catapulted him into the spotlight, a symbol of innovation. Meanwhile, Tesla, brilliant in his own right with his revolutionary work on alternating current, found himself struggling to step out of Edison's shadow. Edison's success highlighted Tesla's insecurities and unmet goals, stirring an undercurrent of envy. This envy, though veiled by professional courtesy, could not be entirely hidden. Tesla, determined to prove his worth, immersed himself in his work, striving to outshine Edison. As Stoicism reminds us, envy is a natural response to what we lack. However, if unchecked, it can become a destructive force, robbing us of joy and focus. Tesla, too, faced this choice: to let envy consume him or to transform it into motivation. Instead of being overwhelmed, Tesla channeled his energy into personal growth and innovation. He recognized that Edison's success could inspire rather than diminish him. By embracing a mindset of gratitude and self-betterment, Tesla found meaning in his own journey and became a luminary in his own right. Let this story remind us to focus on our own path, celebrate our victories, and inspire others through our success. Subscribe now so we can uncover the third type of person to avoid on this journey of understanding human nature. Number 3, the blame shifters. In the intricate web of society, we often come across individuals who have a troubling tendency, deflecting responsibility onto others or external circumstances when confronted with failures or difficulties. This behavior reflects a lack of accountability, a harmful mindset that stifles personal growth and damages relationships. Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on self-discipline, responsibility, and acceptance, provides valuable guidance for recognizing and overcoming this destructive habit, empowering us to lead more independent and meaningful lives. Blame shifting isn't merely an occasional act, it's a deeply rooted mindset that perpetuates a vicious cycle of denial and avoidance. Instead of objectively analyzing setbacks, identifying causes, and learning from them, blame shifters focus on external factors, other people, circumstances, or even fate. They view themselves as victims, absolving themselves of any fault for what has occurred. This mindset not only robs them of the chance to learn and grow, but also fosters passivity, dependence, and a lack of motivation to change. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This profound statement underscores the importance of mastering our thoughts and not allowing negative patterns such as blame to dominate our minds. Through Stoic philosophy, we gain a fresh perspective on the habit of blaming. Rather than searching for external scapegoats, Stoicism invites us to look inward, reminding us of the control we have over our thoughts, actions, and responses. It encourages self-reflection, urging us to evaluate our own contributions to a situation and explore ways to improve or resolve it. Additionally, Stoicism highlights the importance of taking ownership of our lives. Every decision we make has consequences, and accepting this truth empowers us to stop blaming others and start focusing on solutions. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us to accept the things we cannot change and direct our energy toward what we can influence. External factors, such as circumstances or fate, may be beyond our control, but how we respond to them is entirely within our power. By embracing this mindset, we come to understand that blame is merely a form of escapism, a way to avoid confronting our responsibilities. True strength lies in facing reality, owning our actions, and proactively addressing challenges. This approach not only fosters personal growth, but also builds confidence and resilience. History offers us countless examples of individuals who embodied Stoic principles to overcome extraordinary challenges, leaving a legacy of inspiration. Take Nelson Mandela, for instance. Despite enduring 27 years in prison under apartheid, Mandela refused to let resentment or bitterness consume him. Instead, he used his time in captivity to strengthen his resolve, deepen his knowledge, and envision a brighter future for South Africa. Upon his release, he chose forgiveness over hatred, leading his nation toward healing and unity. Similarly, J.K. Rowling's journey to success exemplifies resilience and determination. Before becoming the celebrated author of the Harry Potter series, Rowling faced immense hardships, including divorce, unemployment, and financial struggles. Instead of blaming her circumstances, she channeled her pain into creativity, ultimately crafting a story that would captivate millions and change her life forever. Stephen Hawking, one of the most brilliant minds of our time, also serves as a beacon of Stoic resilience. Diagnosed with ALS and facing severe physical limitations, Hawking refused to let his condition define him. Instead, he dedicated his life to exploring the universe's mysteries, leaving behind a monumental scientific legacy. From these stories, we learn the transformative power of taking responsibility and embracing challenges with courage. Conversely, those who habitually shift blame not only stagnate themselves, but can also negatively influence those around them. It is wise to distance ourselves from such individuals. Blame shifters often avoid accountability, shy away from confronting their own mistakes, and are quick to place blame on others. Associating with them can expose us to their toxic and irresponsible outlook, which can hinder our own growth. Moreover, in moments of difficulty, they may turn against us to protect themselves, demonstrating a lack of loyalty and integrity. To foster self-improvement and nurture healthy relationships, it's crucial to steer clear of blame shifters. Surrounding ourselves with accountable, proactive individuals will not only inspire us, but also strengthen our resolve to lead a life of responsibility and meaning. Number 4, psychological manipulation. Emotional manipulation is a covert and insidious form of abuse, wielded skillfully by malicious individuals to achieve their selfish objectives. Rather than physical violence, these manipulators target the soul, preying on your kindness, empathy, and trust to control and bend you to their will. By evoking negative emotions such as guilt, fear, anxiety, or insecurity, they create a vulnerable state in you, making it easier for them to assert dominance. They might shift blame, undermine your self-worth, or issue veiled threats, all to keep you under their control. Recognizing these tactics is the first vital step to protecting yourself and breaking free from toxic relationships. Blaming others is a favored tactic of emotional manipulators. These individuals rarely take accountability for their actions or mistakes, instead redirecting fault onto others, often those closest to them. You might hear phrases like, "If you hadn't done that, I wouldn't have gotten angry," or "It's your fault things went wrong." Such statements are designed to instill guilt, making you question your actions and believe you are to blame for their behavior. Over time, this toxic pattern erodes your self-esteem, causing you to lose your sense of judgment and become more susceptible to manipulation. Manipulators are skilled with language, using it as a weapon to achieve their aims. They may initially charm you with kind words and apparent care, building a facade of trust. But when conflict arises, their demeanor changes abruptly. They may exaggerate minor mistakes, fabricate accusations, or even twist your words to make you feel guilty or ashamed. One defining trait of emotional manipulators is their refusal to admit fault. Even when faced with clear evidence, they deflect blame, justify their actions, or accuse you of misunderstanding them. You might hear excuses like, "You're too sensitive," or "You provoked me." These tactics not only absolve them of responsibility but also make you doubt your perception, leaving you trapped in confusion and self-doubt. Enduring constant blame takes a heavy toll on the victim. It can lead to self-doubt, feelings of inadequacy, and a loss of self-worth. Over time, this emotional manipulation can result in anxiety, depression, or even post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. To protect yourself, it's essential to recognize the signs of psychological manipulation. Observe how the person interacts with you, particularly during conflicts. If you notice recurring patterns of unfair blame or attempts to undermine your confidence, it's crucial to address these issues. Speak up, establish boundaries, and remind yourself that their behavior is not your fault. Manipulators frequently use fear as a means of control, often through direct or indirect threats. They might say things like, "If you leave me, I won't survive," or "You'll regret making me angry," to instill fear and dependence. Indirect threats can include aggressive displays such as smashing objects, self-harm, or outbursts designed to intimidate. They may also attempt to isolate you from loved ones by criticizing your friends and family, sowing doubt about their intentions, or guilt-tripping you for spending time with others. The goal is to make you dependent on them, ensuring you have fewer outside influences to challenge their control. Manipulators often use personal information against their victims. They might threaten to reveal secrets or leverage sensitive details to embarrass or hurt you. This tactic creates a climate of fear, making it harder for you to stand up to them. Some manipulators present themselves as perpetual victims, using pity as a tool to control others. They frame themselves as suffering more than anyone else, often dramatizing past hardships, current struggles, or failed relationships to evoke guilt and sympathy. Statements like, "No one understands how much I've suffered," or "Everyone treats me unfairly," are designed to make you feel responsible for their well-being. In addition to verbal tactics, they may use exaggerated emotional displays, crying, complaining, or acting desperate, to draw attention and compel you to cater to their needs. This behavior often leads you to prioritize their happiness over your own, even at great personal cost. If you suspect you're in a manipulative relationship, awareness is the key to breaking free. Pay attention to their words, actions, and how they make you feel. If you notice recurring patterns of blame, fear, or guilt, it's essential to set boundaries and protect your mental health. Remember, you are not responsible for their feelings or happiness. Seek support from trusted friends, family, or a mental health professional to help you navigate the situation and regain your sense of self. By recognizing these tactics and taking proactive steps, you can free yourself from the toxic influence of manipulators and rebuild your confidence and independence. Always prioritize your well-being and surround yourself with relationships that nurture and support you. Number 5. Those who create chaos. In the intricate web of human relationships, there are individuals who thrive on conflict, intentionally driving wedges between people. They take pleasure in transforming friends into foes and loved ones into strangers. These individuals are master manipulators, using division as a tool to isolate and control those around them. A common strategy of manipulators is to plant doubt and mistrust in your mind about the people closest to you. They may spread malicious gossip, exaggerate minor incidents, or fabricate entirely false stories to make you question the loyalty and affection of others. For example, they might say, "I overheard a talking badly about you," or "B is just using you and doesn't truly care." Their aim is to erode your confidence in your relationships, leaving you increasingly reliant on them. They might even recount fabricated tales of betrayal or conflict, painting others in a negative light. For instance, they could describe a situation where someone allegedly wronged you, even though it never happened. These manipulative narratives are designed to isolate you from your support network and make you feel like the manipulator is the only person you can trust. Manipulators often exploit feelings of jealousy and inadequacy to destabilize your emotions. They may compare you unfavorably to others, saying things like, "Why can't you be more like him?" Or "She has so many more friends than you." They might also give undue praise or attention to others in your presence, making you feel overlooked and unloved. For example, they might consistently compliment a colleague in front of you or spend more time with another friend, creating feelings of resentment and insecurity. By fostering these negative emotions, manipulators make you more susceptible to agitation and less likely to trust those around you. Manipulators are skilled at identifying and exploiting your weaknesses to further their agenda. They might dredge up past mistakes, using them as ammunition to make you feel ashamed or guilty. For instance, if you confided in them about a regret, they might repeatedly remind you of it to undermine your confidence. They can also use personal information against you, threatening to expose your secrets unless you comply with their demands. This tactic is aimed at silencing you and ensuring your obedience. For example, if you shared a private matter with them, they might threaten to reveal it to others as a means of control. These manipulative tactics are all designed to isolate you from your loved ones and make you feel alone and vulnerable. When you're cut off from supportive relationships, you become more dependent on the manipulator. This dependence creates fear of isolation, abandonment, or conflict, which the manipulator exploits to maintain control. It's crucial to recognize the signs of manipulative behavior to protect yourself. Pay attention to patterns of gossip, exaggeration, or efforts to make you feel inferior. If someone consistently causes rifts between you and others, consider their motives and how their actions make you feel. Remember, healthy relationships are built on trust, mutual respect, and genuine support. Manipulators thrive on the opposite: distrust, division, and dependence. You have the power to break free from their influence by setting firm boundaries, seeking support from trusted friends or family, and distancing yourself from toxic individuals. Above all, trust your instincts. If someone's behavior feels harmful or manipulative, don't hesitate to prioritize your well-being and take steps to protect yourself. Building strong, positive relationships with those who genuinely care about you will make it easier to resist the efforts of those who seek to divide and control. In summary, encountering individuals who display malicious tendencies is an unavoidable aspect of life. Yet, with the guidance of Stoic philosophy and an awareness of these 5 warning signs: an alluring facade, lack of empathy, skillful manipulation, a need for control, and a web of deceit, we can approach these situations with confidence and strength. By identifying these behaviors and practicing Stoic principles, we equip ourselves to safeguard our well-being, preserve our inner tranquility, and stay true to our journey of virtue and wisdom. Always remember, the ability to recognize and stand firm against negativity lies within each of us. Let us remain alert, perceptive, and steadfast in our dedication to a life rooted in reason, integrity, and compassion.